What motivates you, like, to do what you do every day? Who or what motivates you?
Well, that's a very good question. I'm really motivated to do what I'm doing every day because I feel like I make a difference out there on that corner selling the magazine. I touch a lot of people's lives, and they tell me about it, and they tell, you know, they come right in, sometimes right in and tell StreetWise about it. It's just selling StreetWise entails more than just getting $2 for the magazine and going home and paying their rent. Yeah, you actually, if you have a location like I do and been there any length of time like I have, 14 years, you actually develop a friendship or a kinship with some of these people. And I have developed one with many of my customers. And so that's a motivation for me to get up every day and get out there and sell the magazine, knowing that I'm going to see not only somebody that's going to help me and purchase the magazine, but also a friend of mine. And for example, I know some people who were little babies, like I'm talking about 5 and 6, and used to go to work with their parents when they bring your kid to work day. Well, some of these kids, I've been there so long, they've graduated from college and they're working now, and they're buying the magazine from me. So, stuff like that's going on. And then the fact that I'm just motivated to do my poetry and get out there and sell the magazine and point out that I do have a poem in this week's session. You know, for the most part, all this year they've been publishing my poetry in every issue of the magazine, so it's been very good. And if you got a chance to read any of it, the range is, I show my versatility. The range could be on any subject, any time.
Okay. And
also
then,
like that about StreetWise. They don't edit my stuff. They don't tell me what not to put in. They just throw it in there the way I write it.
So before you said, like, where's your vending location?
Oh yeah, that's a very good question. That people would want to know. I'm at the Metro stop on Randolph in Michigan, right outside the Chicago Cultural Center.
And, like,
right across from Millennium Park.
What days of the week and hours do you work?
I work Monday through Friday. And hours 11 to 7, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
It's a lot of work, Red. It's a lot of specialty stock.
So it's a regular 40-hour work week, like anybody else. I take a lunch, I take 2 breaks. You know. I try to look. I should have a pipe where I can look, you know, distinguished. I'm okay.
Okay, so you already talked about this somewhat, but did you go to school?
Oh yeah, I went to school, grade school, high school, and college.
You
I
said
went
you
to
went
Holy
to
Angels grade school. Father Clemens was the big time, well-known pastor of that parochial elementary school. And then I went from there. I went to DuSable High School and played sports at DuSable. Then Vietnam, my Vietnam experience. After Vietnam, after I finally decided to free my mind and get off drugs, I went to Columbia College and majored in creative writing and English literature. And 4 years later, in 1980, I got a degree in English literature from Columbia College.
You talked about it a little bit too, but do you want to talk about your past work experience?
Well, yeah, I just was an editor for the Department of Commerce, and I enjoyed doing that. Columbia College is a great college. I graduated from Columbia College in June, and in July I had a job working as an editor for the Department of Commerce. So for all the people that are at Columbia, it looks good. Hang in there and get your degree. You can get to work. And other than that, I worked as a mailman for 7 years and enjoyed that. And then after that, I had, like I said, I had another attack, a PTSD attack. That's post-traumatic stress disorder. For anybody that doesn't know what the abbreviation means, it's post-traumatic. In World War I, they call it shell shock. World War II, they call it some other thing. And now, today, the term is post-traumatic stress disorder. And I had a real serious attack, and so I just stopped going to work and stopped doing anything. And like I said, I contemplated suicide. I ended up going to the VA hospital from 94 as an inpatient, staying in the psych ward for 30 days and getting out of there. Then being an outpatient from 94 to about 97 till I got tired. because I was trying to get my benefits for being in combat, and they didn't give them to me. The doctor told me, Moody, it was an Indian doctor, I'll never forget it. I want this to stay on the video too because it's true. This is a true story. It was this Indian doctor, I don't want to mention his name, but I would go there so much when I have my attacks. He said, Moody, 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 Moody. You're not crazy, Moody. You're just going through a revolving door. I said, Doc, I didn't say I was crazy. I'm suffering from PTSD. Oh, Moody, Moody, Moody. He was English guy, and he's Indian doctor. He swore that, was nothing wrong with me. It's just I thought too much. So that's why I never got my benefits, because of this one doctor that thought I just thought too much. I was too smart, and I thought too much because I graduated from college, which is insane. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not logical thinking, but he blocked me from getting my benefits. I'm not mad at him, but I mean, what he did motivate me to, I think at that point, that's when I started writing poetry at a more pronounced and serious level, because the poetry was an outlet for me having these attacks. When I found out whenever I feel an attack coming on, the poetry helps me. There's an outlet to write and not have, it's not as severe.
And what made you want to turn everything around and start new?
Well, I come from good stock, I was raised in a good family. I came up in a good family background. Like I said, both my brothers went to college, graduated from college, and my mother and father, were studious people, and I didn't want to be the one in the family that was the runt or the disappointment. I didn't want to be the disappointment. Plus, I just wanted to get back in school. I realized I owed myself more in life to achieve as much as I could achieve, and not give up and feel sorry for myself and say, oh man, I can't do this because it's the white man's fault. And for any black people today that want to use that old crutch, oh, it's the white man, for the white man. This is 2012. It's nobody's fault but our own if we don't get it done. So don't come up with this, it's the white man's fault no more. That worked for me in '60. It ain't working in 2012. But yeah, basically that's what it was.
Are you close with your family? Do you have a lot of support from them?
Well, only got one brother left. All the rest of the family has gone to heaven. So it's just me and my brother, but we're very close, very close. And actually, he's been in the magazine not in the magazine. I did a story about us, me and my brother hooking up. And he comes every year around 4th of July and Thanksgiving. And he's married to a country girl, Southern girl. And it's a good thing. She's a beautiful woman. And they come here every year, and it's been twice a year, and get me out there to their families, to her in-laws or her parents. And I put out a big spread, and I eat and feast like a champ, twice a year. So the 4th of July is coming up, and I can't wait.
You said you were divorced twice, but
Yeah.
Are you married now?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't mean to say it like that. No, I'm not married to Jay. But I'll tell you, I don't know how serious this video is, but I'm going to tell you, I have no problem getting married again because I have no problem getting a divorce again. And that's the truth. But as of today, I'm not married. I don't think any woman in their right mind would marry me either.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 sons. One is 25 and the other is 30. And one from each marriage. But they don't call themselves half brothers because I told them I'm not a half dad. So they're both full-blooded brothers, and they hang out together once. In fact, my oldest son, Lynn Hines Moody, is about to get his PhD in June. He graduates with a PhD. My youngest son, Roark II, or Junior, like he likes to call himself, he's working, and he's a career student, college student so far. He's been to more colleges than I can think of. No, he hasn't. No, that's a joke. He's been to more than 2, though. He's continuing to go. He loves college. Eventually, he's got to graduate. Hey, Suzanne.
Okay, and what do you like to do for fun?
I like to joke around, I don't play basketball anymore. I'm too old now, so basically I just tell fun and laugh and have fun and joke. I might try to go swimming every night. And I used to jog. That was one of my great entertainments until I broke my ankle about 2 years ago. Now I can't run anymore. not any distance. You know.
And is there anything you'd like to say about StreetWise, like as far as they helped you like get back on your feet or reach your goals?
Well, I guess so. Yeah, StreetWise has been a great help for me, really. Seriously, as far as housing and employment opportunities, medical things like that. They have a medical truck that comes around. We used to have a medical truck to come around and make sure that we, you know, the vendors could take their flu shots, have their blood pressure taken, and you know, little minor things. Now, if you got shot or stabbed, there wasn't nothing they could do but tell you call 911. You know, but other than that, it's just the normal health issues that dental, you know, have look at your teeth, check your eyes and stuff like that. And hopefully they'll continue that. They had that city vehicle come around and do that again this year. But like I say, work, because whether people realize that once a vendor gets to selling the magazine, we actually have a job, we have employment. Whether it's in this economy, a lot of people aren't working. Well, vendors are working every day. So yeah, they've helped me as far as work. And since I've been selling the magazine, I've had a roof over my head. And I've been staying in the same place for the last 10 years. New Jackson Hotel off Jackson and Halston in Greektown. I've been in the same room for 10 years. So, you know, it's helped me as far as financially, economically, which would I tie in financially, housing-wise, it's helped me. And just been a tremendous help to the organization as far as me expressing myself as a poet and becoming recognized through my work by different readers. So those are three things that StreetWise has done for me that I'll always remember and always cherish.
And have you built relationships with other people here?
Here? Yes, I have. Yeah, I built relationships. A lot of vendors and a lot of the staff members I built, you know, relationships with, and I feel like we'll be friends forever. Suzanne Haney's one. I've been knowing Suzanne since the beginning, and tremendous relationship. I respect her and everything she said, her opinion. So yeah, she's a good, I consider her a friend and a confidant. And Greg Pritchard's another. He's the one that he's like my guidance counselor. You know, he's like I say, he took off from work and took me to the location. I've been there ever since. So I have to mention Greg. You know, we've had several directors since we've been here, but our current director, Jim Lobianco, is pretty cool. I like Jim.
Okay. Is there anything else like I didn't ask that
Yeah, I
you
better
want to
mention
talk about?
a few more names. I would like to thank the Academy. Oh no, I'm just joking. I would like to thank Brittany, you know, because without Brittany, she's always there for me with my poems and everything else. And Ron and Linda and Russell and all the StreetWise staff, and also my fellow vendors that go out there every day and work and project the magazine and the organization in a positive manner. Because that's important, that once we're out there, we're not just representing ourselves, we're representing the StreetWise. We want to always be professional and always courteous and kind to the public. Basically,
Okay.
that's a wrap.